We're live. Hello, everyone, and shout out to each and every one of you. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to your girl Siren right here on the Siren Speak show. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hey, y'all, and happy Tuesday. As you guys can see, it is the green that I'm wearing that lets you know that it is what St. Patty's Day or St. Patrick's Day. And y'all, I have been rocking my little green all month. Okay, I've been rocking my little green since I don't know when. Okay, I used to love being all things holiday, right? I used to love being all things holiday, but I think I'm just very festive. And I like when we have different days, you know, not to really celebrate the holidays like that, like believe in it, but really, you know, just partake in the festivities of it all. Okay, it's what I like to do. So no, I don't celebrate St. Patrick and all of that stuff that they have going on. I do like to, you know, recognize the Irish, you know what I'm saying, and have fun. And I would have loved to have like a nice little Irish lucky dinner, you know what I'm saying? Because I love everything like superstition and things of that nature. Well, you guys tend to call it superstitious and stuff. It comes natural to me to, you know, just have fun like that, you know? So you guys, we're going to talk today about some of the luck of the draw and how to bring a little luck in your life. Not just when it comes to finances, but just overall luck. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want to feel lucky? Really, we like to say, oh, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. No, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Yes, you know, so we love to, you know, tap into that good luck energy, finding ways where we could just bring more advantageous outcomes in our life on a day-to-day basis. Because, you know, who wouldn't want to walk around here getting what it is that they want anytime they want, every time that they want, right? We just have to make sure that we just don't abuse the energy, but it's very good. So there are ways and things that we can do to bring about some luck, okay, in our life to kind of assist the universe with helping things to kind of run or turn into our favor, right? As opposed to always getting overlooked and always, you know, being last or always getting the short end of the stick, as we like to say. You know, we can turn that energy around, you guys. There's certain practices that you would have to take or certain steps that you would have to take to kind of like help the universe to bring about the outcome that you want, right? And when we do that, we tend to call it lucky, right? Why would they call it lucky if, you know, it's like if something good happens to you, why can't it just be natural? Like we want to move from luck to just nature, right? We just want it to be natural that we go out and we get things in our favor or things happen in our favor. Why can't that just be natural? Why do they have to call it luck? What does that say about the third dimension that we live in? That in order for something good to happen for you, you have to be lucky. Oh my God, you must be lucky because this third dimension is set up for no one to win. You must be lucky because this third dimension we live in, the way it's set up, nobody don't ever get ahead. So in order for you to get ahead, you must be lucky, right? So we just want to make sure, you guys, that we kind of shift it out of that luck energy and just turn it into our everyday natural energy, right? Getting up every day expecting, it's your intention for the world to be submissive towards the outcome that you desire. Right? And the first thing we can do, you guys, as we tap into this energy, of course, it is the frequency of it all, right? When we get up in the morning, y'all, what is your intention for the day? Like we have to take time to be still. We tend to wake up, grab our phone, or we wake up just in time for us to get ready for work. We don't have enough time to sit and be still. So it's like when you wake up in the morning, you want to have enough time to sit and say, you know what is my intention for today? Because last night I went to sleep. And when I went to sleep, my soul left this physical vessel. But I came back into the vessel, right? So I came back into the vessel and now I'm awake and I'm back in the third dimension. What is my intention for today? I think we wake up and we just go, right? We really just get up and go. We don't ever take the time to say, okay, let me put out what it is that I want for today. What am I expecting for today? If you know you're going to be working towards a health goal, then, you know, what are you going to eat? Take the time to say, what am I going to eat today? That way you don't rush and go get something that you really don't want that may add an extra calorie or two. You know, really take your time before that day starts, to really put that energy out there and put your intention into the day as to what it is exactly that you're going to do, what it is that you're going to eat throughout the day, what it is that you expect to happen by the end of that day, right? So we need to really take some time to be still. First thing in the morning, that is the time to do it. The best time to do it is like during sunrise, okay? So if you got to be to work, maybe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock, it doesn't matter. Get up a little bit earlier, you guys, okay? Give yourself some time to put some intention in your day. Because when you're expecting for things to happen throughout your day, the way you set it up, then that's going to be considered luck when it actually does play out the way that you put your intentions in for it. So when you wake up in the morning, you guys, from the morning you wake up, okay, before you do your hair and makeup, you say a little prayer for you, okay? You want to say a little prayer for yourself, you guys. You want to get up and put some intention into your day. So that's the first thing that you want to do to kind of add a little bit of luck, okay, to your day, is put more intention into that day. Okay, really, truly do that. And this is something that I myself am learning to incorporate in my life, because I feel like when it comes to me, like, of course, I want to eat healthy, right? And I want to eat like a nice calorie type of meal throughout the day. But when you don't put no intention to it, when you don't pre-plan it, you just like, let me just grab something before I go home. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, you end up just let me see what's near where I'm at, because you don't feel like going all out your way. So when you put that plan into it, you're going to make that a part of your day to, okay, I know I'm going to be eating a salad from here today, or I know I'm going to be eating from here, or I'm going to be cooking, throughout this week. So let me go ahead and buy everything that I need so that I can have what I need. I don't have to run to the grocery store. We got to put a little bit more intention into it. Okay. In order for us to get the desired outcome, we have to make sure we put our input into the day with the universe. Okay. So first things first is getting up, starting your day with intention, which can also result into what we consider luck, having a great day. You're like, oh my God, I just noticed everything happened today as I said it would happen. Everything came through as I said it would happen, it would come through. And the more you do that, the more you get used to that, the more you will see that you actually have an advantage. You actually can partake in what it is that happens for you in your life, okay? So now another way I like to put intention, or the way I like to surround myself with luck, is in what I'm going to wear. Okay, y'all listen, it's the reason the fashion industry is a damn $1 trillion industry. Okay, it is a reason that the fashion industry is one of the most successful industries that we have. We have to understand what fashion is. Okay, first things first. If you are not able to afford the higher end clothing, meaning it's real linen, it's real wool, it's real silk, because we know those can be a little costly. But you can also go to the lesser stores like TJ Maxx, or you could catch a great sale. Check the fabric tags. Sometimes you can find some wool, some linen, some silk, for great prices. I know when I go to those stores, those are the type of, clothing fabrics that I'm looking for, right? So you can find it even sometimes at Walmart and Target. You can find a little bit of silk up and through. You can find a little bit of linen up and through. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for it. So when it comes to the fashion industry, when you're rocking, real energy clothing, so these clothings are actually made from live energy. So we're looking at wool, cotton, linen, silk, things of that nature. When you're looking at those type, you're going to get some great energy back from that, okay? Those clothes are what I like to consider programmable, okay? Because they come from a very live energy. So when you're walking around in these type of clothing, honestly, when you're walking around in cotton underwear or bamboo is another fabric that you can wear. You can wear bamboo underwear, you guys. Listen, you will be surprised at how programmable these fabrics are. Why do you think the fashion industry is such a multi-billion-dollar industry? Okay, they can program these clothes to bring about money. Okay, they can program these real fabrics and these real things to bring about money. Okay, We ain't gonna get that deep into it. We're gonna leave it right there. So that's the first way you can do it, is wear some actual fabrics that have a high frequency. That way you can program your clothing, honey. I'm serious. You can put on that outfit with the intention of going out and getting a good business deal put together for you, or, going out and getting, some type of advantage in whatever area that you're gonna be in for that day. So that's one way you can program your clothing, okay? So you can pick out a great outfit for the day if you know you're going to be meeting with the network executive, or if you're going to be out networking and you really want some good energy in return. Listen, put on some nice fabrics, okay? Put on some bamboo. Bamboo is very lucky. It's nothing like, honestly, wearing a bamboo bra or some bamboo underwear, okay? When you want to go out and network, bamboo is a very lucky fabric, you guys, okay? Also, linen is another lucky fabric. So when you're getting ready to go out, put on a nice little, linen blazer or something, listen, y'all, it may sound crazy, but it is actually true. Okay. So we're looking at the energy of nature. We're looking at all of that energy. Anytime it's nature, it's good. Okay. So if you're saying, Siren, listen, okay, I don't have access to all of the, actual live fabrics like wool and things of that nature in my area. The shopping that I tend to be maybe cotton at the most. You might could find a good 100% cotton at the most, then go with cotton. Okay, cotton is just as good, right? Now you want to work with color. Okay, you want to move on to color now. If you're not able to get the fabric, now you want to get the color, right? So when you're getting ready to head out and you want to have a great day, you want some luck of the draw. If you're going to be going out and let's say you're going to a networking event, or you're looking to attract more business to your business, or, meeting new people, then you want to wear something like a blue. You want to wear a conversation starting color, okay? A blue is a great color to wear when you want to go out and you want to meet with people, or you're going to have a meeting, or, you're going to network with people, or you're going into a social environment. You want to rock the color blue, okay? If you are going, let's say, for a job interview, I would say to not shock them. I would say to be very safe would be a nice gray. Okay, gray is a very neutral color. It's a color where it's hard to read. So, if you go to a job interview and you wear all red, they're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna feel some type of way, like, oh my God, But if you go to a job interview, or you're going before like a potential, client or customer or a business partner, you want to be very neutral. You don't want them reading or picking up on anything about you. Gray is always safe. I wouldn't even say black, and I wouldn't say white. I would say keep it safe with gray. Okay. That way you can have a very good time, and the energy will be very, like I say, neutral. And then, you can get a great result from that. Okay. Because other colors can be rather intimidating, and other colors can really specify a little bit more about your character than you would probably want that person to try to read into. It's nothing like going somewhere with a neon green suit on when you're meeting a potential client, okay? Or going to a job interview with a neon green suit. They're going to look at you like you're crazy. They're going to be like, what is wrong with this person? And they will prejudge you. Okay, so keeping it very safe. And when you're wearing your colors, when you're going out on dates, you guys, you want to wear nice, maybe pastel pinks, or maybe you want to wear, maybe like I would say pastel colors for women. For women, you want to wear pastel colors on dates because it says very soft. It says very feminine. It says, yes, she's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. That's what those pastels colors are going to say about you. So I think that's a very good, nice, sexy, color for you to wear when you're going out on a date, for him to see just how nice, soft, and subtle you are. And guys, when you're going out on a date, I would say definitely stick to that denim. Denim to me says he's stable. Okay. And I'm not talking about, I'm talking about a nice pair of denim pants. Okay. Because some men don't wear them tight ass pants. Stop that. Okay. I'm going to judge you, sorry, by the tightness of your pants. If your pants are tight, something ain't right. Okay. That's how we're going to look at that. So a nice pair of fitted denim jeans, you guys, a nice little polo shirt. It says, listen, he's serious. He's not childish. You know, he may not be executive, you know, like that, but even executives will wear like some nice denim pants with a nice button down, you know, shirt or whatever, or a nice button down, either a polo or a button down. Yo, it says he's stable. It says he's able. It says, okay, he could keep on my cable. Okay, so shout out to y'all for going out there looking real good on those dates and stuff like that, right? So we want to bring about luck and love. So of course you want to look good for that person, and you want to give off the great first impression, or you know, you definitely want to show them your best side or your most stable side. So when it comes to love, you guys, or when it comes to dating, you know, colors, okay? Fabric and colors, okay, is going to be very, very, very important, and very, very, very necessary for you to pay attention to when you're looking for luck, okay, especially in love, or whether you're going on a interview, or if you're networking, whatever. If you're not able to get the fabrics, now you want to tune into the colors, okay, of what it is that you're going to be wearing. All right, so now let's look at other ways of bringing luck into your life, you guys. Let's talk about inside of the home, because that's where luck starts, in your home. And then you take that energy out into the world, okay? So one way in your home is to declutter. We already know you definitely want to declutter your homes. You don't want any shoes that are just sitting around. If you don't wear them, maybe keep them up and put them away, because I used to be the type where I would just get rid of shoes that I haven't worn in a while, but now I feel like shoes come with the season. So there will be shoes that I haven't worn in probably 8-9 months, because that was 3 seasons ago and that season hasn't come back yet, okay? So I stopped getting rid of my stuff just because it has been sitting for 6 months or longer, because I understand, hey, I gotta wait for that season to come back around before I wear those shoes, or before I wear that color blouse, you know, or before I wear that dress. That is my fall dress. We are now in spring, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to sit for about 6 months before I can wear it, you know? So it's all about going through things that you know you wouldn't wear, right? So the need to declutter your house, the need to declutter your phones, you guys, especially for those of you who have a business, if you have a home business, or if you have a business in general. Anytime you have a business, you want to dedicate a place in your home for your business. Always. Even if it's just a little small corner where, you know, you have like a little file cabinet, and then in that file cabinet, on top of that file cabinet, you know, you have maybe a little plate that says your business name. You always want to dedicate a space in your home for your business, because that space is going to let you know how your business is doing and what's going on with your business. For example, if you have like a business office in your house, when you go in that business office, if the light bulb starts to get dim, okay, you want to pay attention for things like that. You want to look at, you know, is my office is it cluttered? Is it full of a whole bunch of stuff? Is things all over the place? That's going to let you know what your business is looking like, okay? That's going to let you know how your business is going to be doing. So whenever you walk into your office, if it feels good, if it feels clean, if it feels neat, everything is well put together, then you know you have your business practice in order, okay? But that's why I say, even if you don't have a whole office that you can dedicate, or room that you can dedicate as an office, create you a small space in your home. Put a file cabinet over there and put all of your business paperwork in there. You know what I'm saying? And just create that area for your business. That way you can see the energy around your business. If there's a lot of luck, is it clean, and things of that nature. If something over there falling, if you look over there and the baby shoe over there, let's go get that out of the way, you know? So that way you can know exactly how it is that your business is going, all right? So we definitely want to declutter the home, you guys. We talk about that a lot. This is how you're going to bring about a lot of good energy, or a lot of luck, when it comes to your work life, your love life, your home, your health, okay, your children, your travel, your career, all of that stuff, your mental health, all of that plays a very big factor, okay, with what it is that your home looks like and what it is that's going on inside of your 4 walls, all right? You also want to declutter like your phone, you guys, especially if you have a business, or if you're looking for love. If you're dating, declutter your phone, okay? If you know you are out, you're single, and you're ready to mingle, why do you have 50 million dudes that didn't work out for you in your phone? Get them out of your phone. Stop being afraid to let go of who doesn't work, okay? So that you can get who will work. Last thing you want to do is have a lot of old stagnant energy of people who you know, right? That is not going to work out for you. You tried that. It didn't work out. It didn't go anywhere. He been in your phone for 6, 7, 8 years. Get him out. Maybe the minute you move him out the way, somebody else could come in. Okay. So you want to declutter your phone, all right? You also want to declutter like your computer, your emails. Go on your computers, you guys, okay? And really declutter your computer, getting rid of all of those old emails. You want to always constantly empty out your junk email, okay? Go through that and just delete all of that if you don't need it and all of that stuff. Otherwise, you're going to have 35,000 junk emails that is holding you up in life. And we think that it has nothing to do with our life. If it's in your phone, if it's in your email, then that lets us know where you fit in the algorithm of life. Okay, you got too much blocking you, so the algorithm cannot see you because you got all this junk. Okay, get rid of all of that junk, get rid of all of that clutter that is surrounding your algorithm so that you can be seen and so that your algorithm can be put forth and you can start to receive some things that the universe is sending out. Okay, so why do you think they send you all them spam emails? All right. Why do you think they send you all those spam emails? Some of them emails know damn well you're not looking for a dang on shoe pumper. You know what I'm saying? But you got emails for all of this random stuff that it's like, what? You want a shoe pumper? Like, who wins a shoe pumper? Like, what? Get rid of it, you guys. They're spamming you for a reason to keep you cluttered so that you are not able to be seen. Okay, there are so many different ways that these entities will do little petty things just so that you don't get ahead. All right, so you definitely want to make sure you declutter your home. You want to declutter your car. You want to declutter your emails. You want to declutter your phone. Make yourself readily available. Make yourself accessible. Okay, little things like this, you guys. But it's the little things that we don't do that end up becoming the big things that are blocking us the most, right? Like, damn, I didn't get ahead because I have too many emails. Yes, your energy is blocked, okay? The algorithm cannot see you. You have too much trash all around. You got all them junk emails. You got 35,000 emails that you don't even know you got. And I guarantee you, if you go through all your emails right now, you will find at least probably 10 emails that you like, I didn't know they sent me this. I didn't know I had this. You know, something that was probably very important. Okay. But you didn't even know you got it in the email because that's how it's set up for you to be overlooked. For you to not be seen, for you to be clouded by a whole bunch of junk and spam, right? So yeah, you want to get a spam blocker on your phone, you guys, so that you can get the calls that you want. Stop receiving the calls that you don't want. You know, one of the most aggy things, one of my pet peeves, you guys, is to see somebody who constantly answers the phone when it says spam. It clearly tells you that it is spam. It clearly says spam alert or whatever it says. Hello. That is so annoying. Now listen, Babe was guilty of that. I will always say, why are you answering the phone? Why? He's like, well, why are they calling me? I'm like, oh my God. Y'all, I used to sit there and he'd be on the phone like, hey, what you mean? Hey, what's going on? Hello? Who? Why you calling my phone? Why you calling my phone? And I'm just sitting up here like, why are you back and forth with these people? Okay. Why are you back and forth with these people? Hold on, y'all. I got my baby sent me a picture of my grandbaby chair. He's getting so big. So yes, clearing out your phone and all of that stuff, y'all, because I cannot stand, all of this craziness that is going on with all of these weird calls and stuff like that. I can't stand it. Don't even answer the phone, y'all. All right. You want to clear your workspace of junk. You want to place, a lot of the Chinese, I think they like to, they love the color red. And they say if you get a red phone case, that's supposed to be a color of good luck. I would say get your phone case in a color that means, something to you, right? Your favorite color, whatever that may be, whatever color soothes you and brings you a lot of ease. You know what I'm saying? Try to get your phone case in that color, or maybe get your wallet, in that color as well. You know what I'm saying? Just so you can attract some good vibes, right? I think the color will be different for each and every one of us. I wouldn't mandate like the color red, but they say the color red is lucky, but then, the color red can be unlucky. It depends on what color you feel is lucky for you. Try to stick with that color and, bring more of that color into your environment. Okay. When it comes to your purse or your wallet, is what I want to say, your purse. When it comes to your wallet, well, you definitely want to declutter your purse, okay? You also want to declutter your wallet. Now, listen, this is just Siren speaking on the Siren Speak show, okay? Y'all do not have to do this. I'm just telling you what makes sense to me, okay? So when it comes to like your wallet, I personally feel like credit cards represent debt. It doesn't represent money, right? So I don't like to mesh my credit cards with my debit card, right? So when it comes to like your credit cards, I would say maybe keep them in a separate, separate from like your debit cards, you know what I'm saying? Or your money, even where you have your cash money. Credit cards to me represents debt. It doesn't represent any type of money. So to have debt mixed in with your money, it tends to create a frequency where there's some sort of friction. Okay, so I would say get a separate wallet, a little small wallet, maybe for your credit cards, and then keep everything else like your ID, your debit card, your cash, your insurance card, all of that type of stuff can be in one wallet. But to me, honestly, or maybe you can put your credit cards together, maybe in the back of the wallet, but I would say a separate wallet because like I say, credit cards, you guys, it represents debt. It doesn't represent any type of money or financial gain or anything of that nature, okay? It represents debt. And the last thing we want to do, and this is how they program us to carry around debt with these credit cards in our, possession. It's debt. Back in the day, they never used to use credit. If you use credit, you were considered poor. Okay. Back in the day, yes, you guys, and we're talking about, color folk and all. They did not like, that's the thing about most colored folk. Colored folk is not the one who, introduced credit. Credit was not given unto us. When it came to us, we bought everything cash. We would save up and we would put our money to the side. We bought our car cash. We bought our house cash. We were not paying mortgage. We were buying everything cash, and you was kind of looked down upon if your family had to live off of credit. You were considered poor, right? You were honestly considered very poor. So when you look back on, the heritage of what we come from, everything was always bought and paid for. If we didn't have the money for it, we wasn't getting it. We weren't into credit like that. We were not the ones to introduce credit. We were not into it. It's like, what? No, if I don't got the money, I ain't getting it. That means I can't afford it. I don't want it. So we were not, really supporting that right there. It wasn't us that brought it on, right? So, now it's just like we've come to a point where they have kind of introduced us or reintroduced us to credit in such a different way, that we like literally apply for debt. You know what I'm saying? We're asking for debt now. Before it was kind of forced upon us like, hey, get this car, get this debt, pay us back. I owe you, pay later, buy now, pay later. They was introducing that to us. And then that's when they initiated the credit scoring system, which is why we ended up having to, get into debt because of the credit scoring system. We had to build our credit, in order for us to get a lot of things. In order for you to get lights, they want to run your credit. And you're like, I don't have any credit. And they like, well, you ain't getting no lights, So they kind of snuck that in on us to the point where we had to engage in this credit system, in the energy of debt, okay, where they actually have us signing off on debt. So, our goal is to be debt free. All right. Our goal is to kind of, remove that debt from us, you guys. So I would say apply for less credit cards, apply for less credit. Okay. And I know we're at an age where, hell, we can use credit, but if you're going to use credit, you have to use it in a way that it doesn't inherit more debt. You know what I'm saying? Know how to, play on that credit card, know how to transfer that money and then pay it back or, things of that nature to where it can be to your advantage and not to your disadvantage. All right. So, yes, hey y'all, hey to everybody who's tuned up in too. Hey, shout out to y'all and thank you guys so much for coming in and giving this video a big old fat thumbs up. I appreciate it, y'all. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hey to everybody who's in the building. Who we got? Anisha. Hey, Anisha. Hey, Anisha. Hey, we got Crystal up in the building. Crystal says, hello, everyone. Shout out to you, Crystal. Hey, Terrence is up and through. Terrence coming up in and giving us a little bit of masculine energy. Okay, we definitely appreciate it. Hey, Lindsay is up in the building. Lindsay says, hello, isn't me you're looking for? Lindsay says, somebody change my name. This is Lindsay. Lindsay, how somebody change your, like you didn't do that? Somebody went in your account and just changed your name? Is that what you're saying, Lindsay? Ouch. They went in your YouTube account and just changed your name all willy-nilly. And did you know? Did you get a notification from YouTube? You say, I don't know what 1061 is. That is so strange. Lindsay, you've been hacked, girl. You got to look into that, honey. You've been hacked. Somebody is trying to destiny swap with you probably, Lindsay. Somebody trying to get in your energy and, you know, take over. They done gave you a whole other name, okay? They done took your name and done gave you something else. That is crazy. Typically, YouTube will do that when you're, you know, when your name is not available. But if you had it already, I don't see how somebody could just come hijack you for your damn name. That's crazy. But shout out to you, okay? Where are we? Are midway. Okay, we are midway up and through, you guys. I want to give a good shout out to the sponsors of the Siren Speak Show, y'all. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring the Siren Speak Show. We want to shout out to Southern Soul LA, you guys. Y'all know that it's an LA-based food, Southern Soul Food Company, okay? That you definitely want to check out if ever you're in the LA area, you guys. Make sure you go over there and get you a nice good old plate because I'm telling you, it's good. That's all I'm gonna say. It's good, okay? Shout out to Pop and Quaz, you guys. That is another soul food restaurant. It is located in Cecil, Georgia. Okay. So if ever you go down into the bottom of Georgia, you guys, you definitely want to make sure you stop through and you get you a good old plate of that. Okay. Also, we want to give a shout out to Fan First Entertainment, y'all. Fan First Entertainment is a Miami-based record label. They also specialize in all of your party needs. So if you need chairs, bounce house, music, catering, whatever it may be, you guys, they provide everything you could possibly need for any type of event. Let it be a corporate event, a birthday, a wedding, whatever it may be, they got you. Okay, so make sure you check them out for your entertainment needs, you guys. Also, we want to give a shout out to YBMB Bookkeeping. That is your business, is my business, bookkeeping, you guys. If ever you need your taxes done, if ever you need your finances in order, whatever it is that you may need in regards to maybe some financial advice, maybe you're getting ready to come into some money and you just want to know what it is you need to do, how it is you need to do it, you know, how you can make this money work for you, how you can invest it, all of that type of stuff, then you want to go ahead and, you know, reach out to YBMB Bookkeeping, you guys, and get that advice that you could use, okay? Who cannot use advice on what to do with your coin, honey? All right. So yes, you guys, shout out to each and one of my sponsors. Please be advised that the views of the Siren Speak Show are not those of my sponsors, y'all. Just so y'all know, this is just the way I feel. This is Siren speaking with my big old mouth. Okay. And I appreciate each and one of you. Okay. And thank you guys, like I said, for coming in, giving this video a big old fat thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Lindsay, you say, okay, so maybe that's just my iPad. Lindsay, you got an alter ego on the iPad, honey. You got an alter ego on the iPad. Oh my God, Lindsay, you got two personalities, honey. I love it. Shout out to you. All right, so let's keep it moving, you guys. We're talking about how to bring a little bit of luck, okay, in your life. So we were talking about, you know, your purse and your wallet and things of that nature. You definitely want to clean out your wallet. You don't want anything that is expired. If your debit card has expired, if your credit card has expired, you don't want anything that is expired. I don't care if you have an old library card. You always want to make sure that the energy around your wallet is fresh, okay? You don't want nothing outdated. If it's an old bookstore card, an old Kroger card, whatever it may be, if it is not up to date, take it out of your wallet. Take it out of your wallet, okay? Put it in a sentimental box in your house, okay? excuse me, somewhere where it should be. I still have one of my old library cards, but it's not in my wallet. It's mixed in with my sentimental value stuff, okay? So yes, you guys, you definitely want to take out anything outdated because you want money to be able to find you. You want money to be able to flow to you. You want money to be able to flow to those accounts, okay? So the minute you don't have any credit on your credit card, even if it has not expired, let's say your card is still good, but there's no credit on there, there's no available money on there, you want to take that out of your wallet. You don't want to carry that around. It's already representing debt, and now you ain't even got that available, okay? So you want to take that out of your wallet, you guys. Put that in maybe your nightstand or something until you're able to pay on it to get some more cash available on it, because last thing you want to do is be carrying around a credit card that has no money or either over the limit. What you gonna do with it anyway? You can't use it for anything, so why carry that energy around on you every day, all day? Okay. Liz, you said I need all the luck because these last 2 weeks been whooping me. Ooh, listen, I'm telling y'all, okay. That's gonna be a whole other live. Okay, that's gonna be a whole other, show, because it can all be so simple. It can, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. The thing about it, I told y'all, 2026, okay, 2027, 2028 is gonna be based off of, I said this in 2021, I say your frequency is the new money. Now, granted, where you work and all of that stuff is the money. That's how you're gonna bring money in, but your frequency, okay, because a lot of things are being blocked. You guys, we're having a very big battle with AI. AI is coming in, taking over all the jobs. Companies are, they moving sideways now because they want to incorporate more AI. Okay, we have AI doctors now. Y'all, the doctors. These are people who went to school for 20 years, okay, who got hundreds of thousands of debt from student loans trying to become a doctor just to be replaced by a damn computer. Okay, doctors, right? They're in competition for a job, y'all. Computers are now diagnosing us. Computers are now telling us. Remember, they had during Coco, and that's when I think they was really testing it out, was when you had the teledoc, right? And I'm like, what? You don't even got to go to and the doctors was set up for that. If I was them, I would have been like, nope, I still want to see. When they introduced that teledoc, oh, it was over. That was the okay, patients don't need to come in and see you. Docs fell for the okie doke on that one right there, okay? But yeah, they got all of this AI coming in, taking over the jobs, you guys. So now you're going to be forced to see where it is that you can bring value into this world and you can receive an income from it. This is where we're going to have to tap into our gifts and talents, because that's something AI don't have, is gifts and or talents, okay? They can have their, strategic skills and all of that stuff like that, but they don't have the gifts and or talents. They don't have the emotion that we have. They don't have the frequency that we have. They don't have the, the love that we have for what it is that we do. Okay, so you're going to have to find out what it is that you're good at and how it is that you can be of value. What do you have that is of value that this world needs? This is how you're going to be able to make money. If we're still depending on 9 to 5s, honey, listen, it's going to be crazy. It's going to get really, really, really weird out here in these streets. I tell you guys all the time, find your gift and there you go. Because that's the only path that the good Lord is going to provide for you on. That way you will be employed by the good Lord and your money will come from the good Lord, okay? You will be funded by the universe, right? Because the universe will send you clients, okay? They will send you all type of opportunities. They will send you all type of stuff. But if you're sitting up here and you're waiting on the man, okay, to pay you for your 40 hours, they're going to be tripping in a little bit. I'm telling y'all that. They're going to be tripping in a little bit, okay? They really are, right? So, yes, definitely find out something you're good at. Get into it. I'm telling you, start flipping your coin, all right? The universe is just not supporting us. Doing things outside of our mission. So you have to find out what your mission is. And that's the only way you're going to be able to be honestly stress-free when it comes to finances, is when you're on your mission, when you're living in your purpose, because that's what you came here for. That was your contract with God, was to come here and fulfill a certain purpose. If you doing one, now that we here, the devil done came in and say, look, forget that purpose, honey. Forget that mission. I'm going to give you $20 an hour. then that's what we settling for. That's what we're going for. You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds like a lot of gibberish today, y'all, but it's going to make a lot of sense in the near future. And it's really getting there now. We just don't see it now because it's being covered up and distorted with all of this other outside noise that they're talking about. Mama Tina Gumbo, even Miss Tina out there. Get on out there, Miss Tina. Miss Tina say, listen, I'm good at making some gumbo, honey. I'm finna go on out here and I'm finna sell it. Okay? Miss Tina in her 70s is out there stepping in her mission. And you know it got to be your mission when you can sell a little old cup of gumbo for $25. Oh, that's your damn mission. Okay? That is your mission. That ain't, you know, she ain't out there working for nobody. Let's say Miss Tina's Gumbo. Now, she probably out there working to pay off somebody. I don't know because, you know, like Jay-Z putting the whole damn family to work over there. You know, everybody got to get a dang on job all the way down to the little baby. The only one we ain't seen working was that little boy, that little twin little boy. We ain't seen him working nowhere yet. But everybody else down to that nephew, Solange little boy, you know, they got his ass out there hosting clubs and stuff. It's just, listen, y'all, you got to get out here. You got to make moves. These people allegedly are billionaires, let them tell it. But if Beyonce got to get her ass on that stage every year and do a 6-month tour, what do you think that says about us? It's hard out here for a pimp, okay? You got to get out there and you got to do what you love. You got to get out there and you got to get on your mission. That's the only thing that's going to be supported out here. Otherwise, we will remain check to check, dollar to dollar, barely making it. Oh my God, what I'm going to do. Okay. So just try to find a way to incorporate. Okay. I always say, let it start out as a hobby until you feel comfortable with it and then turn that thing into a hot dollar. Okay. So, let's move on with luck and love, you guys. Now, there are some things called the Mandarin ducks, okay? The Mandarin ducks, when they mate for life, honey, through thick and thin, honey. Yes, they do. So, you know, getting a statue of the Mandarin ducks and maybe placing that in your home somewhere will perhaps bring about a long-term relationship, maybe marriage, okay? If you're looking for love, then you want to definitely try to place the energy of love, something that represents longevity, something that represents loyalty and commitment, you know, inside of your home or, you know, maybe inside of your car if you feel like you want it, you know, you need it wherever you go. They say you can get some Mandarin ducks, just a little small statue of Mandarin ducks or maybe a little picture, you know, of some Mandarin ducks and place that within your home to bring about some loving, you know, relationships and connections in your life if you're looking for love, okay? Maybe you can place them in your bedroom or your living room, wherever it is, but they're called Mandarin ducks, okay? And they represent loyalty, long-term relationships, lifetime commitments, things of that nature. So, a lot of things you can do to bring about money, wealth, prosperity, or luck. If you want luck in your health, you know, you want to bring about some words. Y'all see how I have words up there? That says family, okay? So you want to bring about some words in your house, like put some words of inspiration in your house as your decor. You can use words like family, believe, home, create, okay, love, wealth, harmony, you know, really bring about those type of energies within the home with your decor so that you can bring about that type of, you know, luck when it comes to certain areas of your life. You also want to learn about your bagua, okay, the way your house is set up so that you can create that energy according to feng shui and put the right words in the right corner, you know, of your house. So you can look into more feng shui and Google that. It'll let you know about your bagua. You'll be able to find the appropriate corners of your home and where you can put words like create, inspire, wealth, you know, prosperity, abundance, happiness, you know, whatever, love. And you can put those words up and through your house, okay? So that's a great way you can bring about some luck. If you have a business office, you can put, you know, words like create, inspire, you know, travel, you know, you have a travel area of your home. You can put things like airplanes and, you know, you can put things of different countries, pictures of different countries that you would like to go, maybe create a nice little collage and put that in the travel sector of your home. So to get more details, like I said, you can Google feng shui, okay, within your home, and you can look and find out where the certain areas of your home is, your travel corner, your relationship corner, your wealth corner, you know what I'm saying? And you can incorporate those things into your home to bring about luck in different areas of your life, okay? When you want to bring about luck and health in your home, you can bring about flowers. Now, you can bring about real flowers or you can bring about plastic flowers. Okay. Now, when you're bringing in real flowers, you know, you have to really take care of them. Okay. Listen, your girl wearing green, but ain't nothing green about these thumbs here. Okay. Listen, y'all, I done murked so many flowers and plants, honey. I just say, oh my God. The last one I had, I took her to the forest and I just planted her. I said, baby, good luck. Before you go and wither out and die on me, listen, good luck. Okay. I just was like, you know what? I don't even want to do nothing else. I don't want to kill you. I don't want to hurt you. I love you too much. So I took her to the forest and I planted her there. And, you know, last time I checked, she was still over there surviving. Okay. But man, look at here. I'm not a green thumb person. So I don't like to bring live plants because I know that I'm just not the best of taking care of them or helping them to grow. They will last for a while, but then after that, they just wither it down like, oh, Lord Jesus. So I like the energy of plants in a house, but I do bring in the faux plants. Okay. And sometimes it's just about looking at it. You know, it's just about having that plant around. You know what I'm saying? See, like that yellow plant behind me right there. It's just bringing about that yellow energy, which is that solar plexus energy. And it's just that little spark of yellow. Okay. You see it? Just that little pop of yellow to just bring about some light in that area, bring about some health to my family, as you can see. And you see it has words like love, you know, it also has, God, is that crazy? Crazy, loud, and love. So it's all about that fun energy. And with that spark of yellow, you guys, it's about bringing a lot of, you know, fun in my family, good health, you know, with that yellow brings about good health because that connects to the sun. So it's really about doing things like that to bring about luck, okay? And good times within your family and things of that nature. So yes, that's how you can place, you know, some things in your home decor just to bring about luck. If you want to bring about luck in your finances in your home, then, you know, you can have like koi fish. Okay. Y'all know they have the koi fish. You can bring about a picture of some koi fish. You can also bring in like water fountains. Okay. Water fountains are good. It shows that flow. Now, when it comes to a water fountain, I notice you have to clean them a lot. So if you're going to bring in a water fountain, just know you're going to have to attend to it, especially if it's a smaller one. Okay, you want to get a good water fountain, all right? And you definitely want to have to keep it clean and refresh it and keep it flowing. You don't have to keep it flowing all the time. You can have it where first thing in the morning, as you're getting ready for work, you turn on your water fountain to bring about that flow of energy into your life for the day, and then turn it off before you leave out the door to go, you know? You can turn it on at night before you go to bed and maybe sleep and bring about good energies, you know, of visions that you can have for business ideas or, you know, financial ideas or things of that nature. So you can bring about something like that, you know, in your home for finances if you want to, you know, draw it specifically towards finance, you know. They have those lucky plants, you know, those money trees and stuff like that, that you can bring inside of your home when it comes to finances. And really, honestly, I feel the best way for money to come into your house is one, by keeping it clean and decluttering it and things of that nature. That's a great way to bring about finances in your house. Also, you know, when it comes to your bills and stuff, I say be happy when you pay a bill. Even if you pay a portion of it, be happy. Don't feel depressed. Don't feel stressed out. You got to show more gratitude and be like, you know what, this bill $200, but I'm paying $50 on it. Boop, you know what I'm saying? And just be more grateful that you're able to pay something on your bills or that you have a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? We got to show more gratitude, because if we continue to focus on, you know, the fact that bills are late, delayed, behind, things of that nature, it's going to continue to stay that way. So you got to change that energy, you know, with your energy, right? So, you know, ain't nothing like getting a lump sum of money and then now you have a bill or an expense, okay, that comes right behind it. Y'all know how it go, okay? So yes, just show more gratitude, you guys, when it comes to what it is that you're going through in your life. Bringing us some good luck when it comes to travel. I always say keeping, like, you know, maybe like a travel journal, things that you want to, places that you want to go, focusing on your travel. You know, I feel like with your intentions, like being more have more intentions when it comes to travel, and don't just like travel just to travel, like really put more intention in your travel. Like, I want to go here because, you know what I'm saying? I want to go here because, like, be more intentional in your decisions and in your choices when it comes to travel. That tends to bring about more luck when it comes to your travel, and it tends to manifest that. a lot sooner when you're more direct in where you want to go. Just be like, I want to travel in the future. Like, that's not good enough. Where do you want to go and why do you want to go there? And what are you going to do when you're there? You know what I'm saying? Put more intention, even though it hasn't happened yet. And even though you don't have a dime towards it yet, okay? It doesn't matter. Put more intention in what it is you want to do, where it is you want to go, how it is, what I'm saying, how you're going to get at all of that stuff. You'll be surprised at how you're literally manifesting. The universe is responding, okay, to your requests, okay? If it said you put, I just want to travel in the future, then that's how it's going to stay. The future is always ahead of you. Okay, so it's like you will always be saying, yeah, I feel like one day I'm gonna travel, be more intentional with what it is that you want. All right. When it comes to children, you guys, you want to place things of like fertility. You want to place like maybe some goddess statues or some fertility statues over there. You can't really see it, but right on the other side of that little silver thing right there, that little white, that is actually an egg, you guys. And it's just all about fertility. Of course, I'm not trying to have any more children, but there are other things that I want to give birth to, in my lifetime. So of course, I want to bring about that energy of fertility, you know what I'm saying, in my household, right? So yeah, you want to bring about stuff like that, like the way you can decorate your house and, things that you can do to bring about, children. If you want to have kids, focus on, okay, I want to have children. And for me, okay, it was never an obstacle for me to have children. But I do understand there are some people out there who have been trying and trying and trying and trying. For me, I wasn't trying. I love all my children. I ain't gonna lie, I love my babies. But, it was not my intent when I laid down at night to get pregnant, okay? Well, maybe my first son, my first baby, I was very intentional with bringing about my first kid. Yes, I was. All of the other ones, they are great. I was lucky. Okay. I was lucky enough to get pregnant and I was lucky enough to get pregnant with twins. Okay. And just, that's how it was. So yeah, when it comes to children, if you're trying to have, children, bring about a lot of fertility energy, maybe a lot of, moon energy, maybe a picture of the moon or things of that nature, you guys, or a goddess or, a pregnant woman statue, things of that nature. And it can be for either children or if you're trying to give birth to something like a business or an idea, you want to be more creative, more inspired and stuff like that. You can bring about that energy around you. When it comes to mental health, we all want to have some good luck when it comes to mental health, honey, because there's so much clouding our head that keeps us focused on everything else. That is just like, okay, when it comes to being creative, we don't even have time to, come up with ideas anymore because our head is so full of everything that's going on in life. So I would say, rock you some amethyst. Okay, you can bring about an amethyst statue, which I have a big one in my house. I'm not going to get it and bring it here because that thing is too heavy. Okay, but here is some amethyst for those of you who don't know what it is. This is amethyst in the form of a bracelet, you guys. Okay, this is amethyst in the form of a ring. Okay, and you see it has the tree on it. So this is amethyst here in the form of a ring. This is a good piece of amethyst in the form of like a necklace, y'all. Okay, amethyst is a good stone for helping you to, stay clear, help you to stay focused, help you to come up with good ideas. It protects the mental state. It protects your crown chakra. So working with amethyst, I even have it in the form of some earrings, y'all. Y'all know how I am, okay? So here it is in the form of an earring. Okay, I love me some amethyst. Y'all know I have this one here, this bracelet here, and it says peace. Let me make sure that's all right. Okay, this bracelet here that says peace. Okay. So yeah, I also have this little necklace part too. So whenever you could just rock that. And you guys see me a lot of times wearing my gemstones. Today, since it is St. Patrick's Day, the date of luck, I'm wearing, jade. So this is a beautiful piece of jade right here, y'all. Another piece. These are all jade right here. This is a beautiful jade and 14 karat gold ring. So yes, I've been rocking, and this is all jade, dark jade, which is nephrite. You have a lighter jade, you guys. Just wearing that energy, and I wore this for y'all. I'm showing out for y'all, okay? I'm showing out for y'all, showing y'all how you can bring about some great energy. Now, Today ended up being a very good day, you guys. I ain't even gonna lie. You know, those of you, you know, who know a lot has been going on in my personal life, you know, and I've just, you know, you can sit around and you can, you know, like just thrive in that torture and that torment, or you can do something about it, you guys. And these are things that we can do about it. You know, these are ways that we can bring about some sort of change with intention in our life. Okay. A lot of people will say, well, oh my God, I wouldn't dare wear jade, or I wouldn't wear that amethyst because, you know, that's like, you know, that's like doing some sort of witchcraft. A lot of people would say that. And I'm like, well, do you wear gold? You know, do you wear diamonds? Okay, diamonds and amethyst is damn near the same thing. They're all gemstones. Okay, that's all it is, right? Do you read the Bible? Yes. Did you hear about Aaron's breastplate? It was full of gemstones. Gemstones are all up and through the Bible, but it's just back in those biblical days, only the kings, okay, and the royal ones were able to, you know, utilize the energies of gemstones or work with gemstones. Okay, if you feel like you don't want to work with a gemstone, then I suggest you throw away your phone. I suggest you throw away your Apple Watch. I suggest you throw away your damn car, because all of that is ran by gemstones. Okay, in minerals, each and every aspect of it. Get off your technology, because it is ran, okay, along with gemstones. All right. So it doesn't make any sense for us to be afraid of anything and for us to look down on anything as if, oh my God, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that. Well, maybe it's time for you to start. Okay, I think it's time for you to start. Let me do this. Hold on, y'all. Okay. For those of you who got this spray honey, y'all make sure y'all use it tonight, okay? Because the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Yes, they do, all right? This is another way to bring about some luck. Get some spiritual candies, okay? Those of you who work with spiritual candies, y'all know it will definitely bring about some luck, okay? It will definitely help you to get in a frequency where you are able to, you know, move comfortably, right? You don't got to worry about all that stress and stuff. You know, who wants to be stressed out, right? So let me see. Anybody have any questions or anything y'all want to ask or say about luck or anything? Do anyone have any testimonies or anything y'all want to say? Hold on, y'all. Let me get this out of my way. Okay. Anything y'all want to say while I get this right on together? Okay. Y'all know we're going to be doing the Easter egg hunt. Okay. Now, I know I asked if we wanted to do it live or we want to do it on a link, okay? And I think two of you said link, and majority of you, I guess some of you said live. So this is what we're gonna do, all right? We're gonna do it live. Now listen, all right? Each of you who got a box, right? You're gonna get a number. So when I read the message, I will not be reading your name. So nobody will know who the message is for. You're going to know because you're going to know your number. I'm going to read the message based upon the number. Even I don't know who got what number. I don't even know. That's how random the boxes were made, and they were just bloop, 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 bloop. They just go out. Okay, one of you got the golden egg, so you got a $15 Starbucks, okay, gift card. Yes, you did. Okay, but you will have to know your number. So when we do it live, I'm going to say the message for number 1, the message for number 4, and like I said, we're just going to go over the message. Okay, nobody knows who got the message. Nobody knows who the message is for. The only person who will know is you. I won't even know. I don't know who got message number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't even know. So we're just going to go over the numbers. Hey, all right, next up, we're going to pull the number by the egg. Y'all know how I do. I'm going to pull up. Whoop, what we got? Number 3. All right, number 3, here's your message. Okay. So that's how it's going to go. So we can just, you know, we can do it live. And like I say, nobody will know who you are or what the message is. So just make sure that you are present Okay, because if you're not present during the reading, I will not have permission to access your energy. You must be present. Okay. So let's see if we are on the live. Can we comment or ask questions? Yes, you can comment just like now. It's going to be just like this. Okay. So you can comment and you can ask questions when you are on the live. Yes, you can. Okay. You says, I'm okay with the live. Okay, good. So we'll be doing it live over here. Like I said, you guys, just know your number. Okay, so as your boxes go out and you get your numbers, okay, just make sure that you are ready. Okay, and then make sure that you are present. All right. That way I can keep the link up because you can come back and you can watch it. You know what I'm saying? You can timestamp your message if you want. Okay. But that way you can come back and keep it, keep it going and it can play out. And that way, we don't have to, get rid of the live. That way y'all can keep it. You know what I'm saying? And you can come back and watch it as often as you possibly need and get your message over and over and over and over again. Okay. So we're also going to be doing some more things, you guys, over here. Oh God, it was something else I wanted to tell y'all about when it comes to luck. Oh, jade. I did tell y'all to rock some jade. Jade is a stone of luck and prosperity. Okay. Rocking different statues, bringing things in your house, cleaning out your purse, declutter your purse, you guys. Don't keep anything old or outdated. Don't keep no bills. Ooh. Don't keep no bills in your purse. You know what I'm saying? Don't keep no mail unless it's a check from somebody, y'all. Don't keep that in your purse, right? You want to definitely declutter. You want to make sure that, you declutter your vehicle. Now, I'm guilty of that because my husband is the one who keeps my vehicle clean. My husband is the one who washes it, fills it up, vacuums it. I have not done anything with my truck like that in the last 5 years. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I have ever washed. That's because my husband, Bay, does all of that. Okay. So since he has not been here, he did the last time he did it was when he was here. Okay. And I ain't gonna lie. I think I got cobwebs on my truck. I ain't gonna lie. So I can understand why my life is, I do need to, get off my arse and get some things done because, I've been very spoiled, okay, by my husband for him to do a lot of things in my life. And now I'm having to do those, including like pump my own damn gas. Y'all, I haven't pumped my gas since 1999. And I had to pump gas, y'all. I had to pump gas, y'all, and y'all know me, okay? I'm very concerned about my energy, my frequency, because I could touch things and it sparks, right? And I touch a lot of stuff. I don't like grocery carts, y'all. I was on the treadmill at the gym every day, and now it sparks every time. I can't even put my hand on the handles of the treadmill because it sparks. Okay. I was at an event the other day, a nice Joe Malone event, you guys, and I went to give the lady a hug and it sparked. I'm like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm not trying to grab no damn gas pump. I'm like, oh no, so I'm just not the one for that, and my husband has always been the one to do it. So yeah, I'm kind of hesitant when it comes to pumping gas because I'm like, I know I be sparking, y'all. I'm telling you, every time I grab a cart, I could go to pick up something in my room, like I'm like, oh my God, a lot of crazy static energy. So I'm working on that. I've done so many things. I've done so much research on, how to stop it, what caused it and all of that stuff. And I'm still like sparking like it ain't nobody's business. So yeah, you got to be careful out here, but yeah, so we're going to continue to talk about, luck and things of that nature, bringing about more luck in your life. You guys, we already talked about, the colors, the clothes, the fabrics. I know it, seems like, okay, that's very crazy, Siren. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you mean to tell me, excuse me, my outfit is going to bring about, yes. Y'all know how much I got today? Like just from wearing green, is that a little? Just from wearing green, that's all on net, y'all. And I don't have any, I think they come from out of my sink. That's my only, I don't know where the hell that thing come from. It just flew up and I'm like, what the hell? But yes, so just from me wearing green, you guys, today, I can tell with the response that I got from the people, like, oh my God, my daughter could tell you, you guys, all day long. I got like 50 million compliments because green is with the heart chakra. Okay. Green is the color of the heart chakra. So of course it's going to bring about an energy of love and, happiness and stuff. Lady told me today, your outfit makes me feel so much better. And I thought that was the funniest thing. That was the funniest compliment I heard all day. She was like, oh my God, I love the green. I love the outfit. I love everything. She said, it makes me feel so much better. And I'm just looking like, okay, okay, so yes, the color of your clothing, you guys, can determine. If you somebody who always want to wear black, you know what I'm saying? And you wonder why you always stressed out, child. All you want to wear is black. All you want to do is live in the darkness and things of that nature. Sometimes you got to bring about some light to balance it out. Go from black to wearing pastels for like about 3 months straight. You know what I'm saying? And then go back to your black so you can see how it feels, and you can see how it affects you, and all of that. So yeah, there are things that you can do when it comes to clothes, when it comes to colors, and, to bring about a lot of luck, in your day. Certain foods that you can eat, they say, can bring about some luck, some great oranges, a lot of fruit, of course, but you got to get the real fruit. Nowadays, y'all, the fruit just, I ain't even gonna lie. I just threw away an apple that I bought, I think 4 months ago. I showed y'all that apple the other day. I literally just threw it away today because I just got tired. I said, you know what? I'm just sick of it. I got mad every time I see it because that's what's on our shelves. That's what we're buying in the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Apples and fruit that don't spoil. They just stay like that forever and ever and ever. And it's just like, what type of society are we living in right now? Like, everything is chewed up, So with that being said, we have to make sure that we, take the necessary precautions to bring about a better day for us. Because if the food is messed up, if the drinks is messed up, if the air is messed up, if everything is set up for us to fail, how do we survive? There has to be a way. And that's the thing about it. We have to look into what it is we can do to survive. And that's working on your frequency. Okay, because they're trying to attack that frequency. You best believe that they are definitely working hard to attack that frequency. So you definitely want to stay on top of your frequency, because you guys have seen, for those of you who have worked with me, you have seen when you change your frequency, you change your experience. Things could be going bad every day, day to day to day to day. Things just going bad and bad and bad and bad and bad. And the minute you work on that frequency, you guys already know things start to change. Okay. Now, the thing about it is, once you start working on your frequency, now you're a gnat to society. They're mad because they cannot affect you. They cannot, make your frequency to the point where you don't get that job, or, they were supposed to flatten your tire and it didn't get flat. You're moving around. You're not pissed off about your bills. Now you're like a gnat to them because they cannot affect you the way that they want to affect you. Right. So you got to keep working on yourself. Because what they're going to do is, when they see you start working on yourself, they're going to attack your finances, because they don't want you working on yourself. They're going to attack your finances. Okay. Which means now you got to kind of backdoor it. Okay. Because when they start attacking your finances, now you're going to have to use your mind. Okay. Because when they attack your finances, that's automatically going to trigger low vibrational thoughts. That's going to trigger some depression. That's going to trigger some anxiety. And that's when I tell you guys, this is when you're going to have to step your game up. This is when you're going to have to say, okay, well, I'm only paying $50 on this bill. It's $250. At least I'm giving them something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful that I'm able to. That's how you got to play. You got to really take control of your mind, because that's what they're trying to get to right there. Okay. They want your frequency. They want your mind. They want control over all of that. Now you're going to have to know how to stay strong. It's not an easy game, and it's not fun. I'm telling you now. Shout out to Anisha. I had a conversation with Anisha earlier, and she said, let me see, let me quote it verbatim, because I've been messed it up, child. We had a conversation briefly earlier, and she said, we talked about a lot of new people, because there are a lot of new people who come on the lives. There are a lot of new people who are watching the vlogs, a lot of new people who getting to know who Siren is. Like, okay, who is Siren? Who is this chick? And a lot of people are, liking what they see. They're very impressed. They're very inspired. But, a lot of them are very hesitant, right? A lot of them are very much so hesitant. And they're just like, I'm like, yo, we got to really get them to kind of open up, to feel comfortable and things of that nature. And she said, yes, we got to take it easy on them because it do become overwhelming. Once you start learning other ways of life, stuff you never heard of before, once you open yourself up to it, there's no turning back. And I thought that was very critical with her saying that, because once you step into that journey of healing, once you step into that journey of working on yourself, once you step into that journey of tapping into your shadow self, healing and moving forward, there is no turning back. There is no, okay, I'm just going to go back to my regular self. I've seen people who have actually wanted to do that, who's like, I wish I could just erase what I know, because it is a very tough path to go on. When you step into your spiritual journey and you start incorporating your spiritual life along with your physical experience, listen, it is tough. They coming for you. Okay. I remember years ago when I first started Spiritual Candies, right? When I first introduced Spiritual Candies was like 2019. By 2021, I had already started seeing six figures from my business. Yes, the Illuminati reached out to you, girl. They're coming for you. They will come for you. Now, the thing about it is the Illuminati is kind of like the basic. That's like the army. That ain't even the CIA. That's like the army. That's like the first line of spiritual, occultism, right? They're not even the big ones. We think that they're the big ones. The big ones don't have a name. Okay. And they're not going to reach out to you in this realm. The big ones are not going to reach out to you over here. Yes, they're going to reach out to you. And I don't care what type of business you're in. It could be a spiritually based business. You could be selling shoes. You could go viral on TikTok. They coming for you, because there's no way you're going to get that type of attention. There's no way you're going to make that type of money and you're not a part of their society. The minute that algorithm shows favor to you and your life starts to change, they're coming for you. You gonna sign or what? What you gonna do? And the minute you make that choice, whether you want to sign with them, because a lot of people do. There's a lot of people y'all watch on this damn YouTube that done did it. There's a lot of people y'all looking at right now on TikTok that done did it. Okay? I would guarantee you all these people y'all see with all these big numbers and all of these big platforms, and then you see people donating to, who you think that be donating to them? You ain't on there donating to them. You like, damn, what you just sent $20 for? Well, you just sent the $100 for what? Y'all, check. Okay, that's how they pay you. Okay, you're a part of the society, right? You're part of the in crowd, right? Now they're going to start putting you before people. Y'all see these people, all these comedians out here. Now, I'm not going to call no name. Let's just leave it at all these comedians out here that y'all used to see on Facebook and y'all used to see them on IG and Instagram. Now they all on big movies and stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right? But see, you have to realize that they will give you quick fame. They will. But, unfortunately, there are a lot of things that they will give you that you may not be aware of, because there's a clause in that contract that they didn't show you. It's not that serious. A lot of these influencers, okay, they got the call. Okay, they signed on a dotted line. They don't know it. Because a lot of times it's like that charlatan agreement that you don't even know. Now, a lot of us have signed on it, okay? A lot of you have signed on it just for a damn 9 to 5. And you don't even know. And I always tell you, you got to know when God is blessing you and when the devil is blessing you. Because one thing I know for sure, the devil will bless you and God will test you. That's what I've learned in my ways, in my days. Okay, the devil will bless you and God will test you. Okay, God ain't gonna give you nothing you ain't worked for, you ain't earned, it just don't work like that. That's what I have learned. Okay, from everything that I got, anytime I was able to rejoice, I know why. It's because what I had to do to get there, the steps I had to take to vibrate towards that opportunity. It was never just a mofo calling me out the blue saying, hey, guess what? We got an opportunity for you. Whenever I did get those calls, whenever I did get those opportunities, when I look back on my life, I see where it came from. The best job I ever had. That didn't come from God. Paid me the most money. I had my own office. I was salaried. I had my own hours. The best job. You want to know why I was spoiled like that? To keep me from doing this right here today. To keep me from doing this right here today, where I'm helping other people, where I'm helping people to ascend and step into their purpose. Breaking them out of these program codes that they're in and under. So he offered me everything I wanted in a job to get me from doing this right here. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you a lot, okay? He paid me good. He paid me well. I ain't even going to lie. Paid me good and paid me well. Had full benefits, everything. 401k, everything was good. I was able to finally live and pay my bills. I was still check to check because he ain't gonna pay you that much. He gonna pay you just enough to keep going. Okay, just enough to keep you there. But I had to sacrifice all of that. I decided, you know what? I ain't happy. Because even though I thought I was happy, I wasn't. I hated my job, y'all. I hated getting up, going to work. I couldn't stand it. And the minute I started asking, I started putting intention, saying, I just want to wake up every day and I just want to be happy. I just want peace. I couldn't stand waking up, having to get up and get ready to go to a job that I hate, do a job that I hate, be around people that I don't really care to be around. Because if it wasn't for me being here at this job, I wouldn't be around none of them. Just to go back home and be miserable, too tired to take care of my kids, too tired to even have a great time with my damn husband, too tired to even roll over with the goddamn dog. I was tired. I was exhausted. I was frustrated. Okay? And this was something that I thought was a gift. This was something that I thought was a blessing. Would God do that to me? Would God give me something that made me sick and miserable? So that's why I say you got to look at your blessings. Okay, you really truly do. Sometimes when you get those opportunities and we think, oh my God, the good Lord God got it, I'm blessed, I'm highly favored. Are you? Are you? Because when I know that I see how God works, he makes you work for it. He makes you earn it. He don't drop nothing in your lap. Like God is a very strict and direct dad. You know what I'm saying? Like very militant, by the book, right? By the book. And this is why a lot of people don't take that path, because it's by the book. It takes too long to get there. God, how long I got to do this before I see a result? And soon as you complete a lesson and you get 5 seconds of a good time, a good celebration, and you boop right into the next lesson. Right? So we need to understand what luck is, right? We need to know, am I lucky? When we get these breaks, now you're going to have to use discernment, because now that you are aware that, you know, that other one also brings about opportunities, also brings about people, friends, lovers. Okay. And you think, oh my God, this is the one. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Oh my God. You know, and you thinking that you're getting blessed. You thinking your prayers have finally been answered. Who answered your prayer? Do you know who answered your prayer? Now you got to use discernment on everything. I know, you know, I see a lot of, you know, influencers, and they're like, oh my God, I got this new opportunity. You know, oh my God, I got a new sponsor. Okay, who are sending you these? Who's sending you all of these opportunities, right? Why? Do you think the good Lord is going to, you know, give you all of these blessings and you're divinely, you know, highly favored and all of this stuff? I'm not saying all of it is bad. I am saying you have to use discernment. Sometimes you're going to have to turn away a check. It's not worth it. If you know you haven't done anything to earn it, then where is it coming from? Because one thing I'm going to tell you, every check God give you, you have worked for it. You have earned it in some way, shape, or form. Okay? So if you haven't done anything to earn that, if you haven't done anything for, you know, and I mean energetically, you guys, I'm talking about energetically. When you go out and you give back, you know, you volunteer and things of that nature, God will reward you. You will get an unexpected check in the mail or, an opportunity, because now you're on the payroll of God. You're on the payroll of heaven. You're on the payroll of the universe. And it only pays you when you do things that is, for the good of all. Right? That's how it is. So when you out here praying, who are you praying to? You need to know who is listening to your prayers. Who is answering your prayers? You have to use discernment out here. You can't be all willy-nilly up in the air thinking that it's all good. You can't be green out here nowadays, you guys. These entities are wise. They're very smart. They're genius. They're literal genius. You have to outsmart them now that you know better. You're going to have to turn away some things to be like, it ain't that serious. Nah, I'm good. I'm straight. Okay? So when it comes to using discernment, are you lucky? Let's not get out here being crazy now thinking, oh my God, I just must be so lucky, right? I'm so lucky. Right now, I know they're taking away all of the pennies, you guys. I told y'all I went to the store and they don't give you any pennies now. And when you give them pennies, they damn sure not giving them back, right? So all of the copper, what is it that they're doing with the copper, you guys? Y'all don't ask no questions. Y'all don't ask no questions. Y'all have to look. See, y'all got to get off this social media stuff and y'all got to look at what's going on right in front of your face. Okay? No questions asked. Y'all have to ask, well, why are we not recirculating the pennies? Why are we not reprinting? Why are you not making any more pennies? Well, we don't care about the new ones because they didn't have no copper in them anyway. We're talking about the old ones that was full of copper that they want from you. See, when they want something like that's your time to keep all your damn pennies. I bet you still spending your pennies at the store. You better look at your pennies. Anything I think from 1985 and before, you better keep it. You better hold on to it for dear life. And I done told y'all that already. Why they're depleting us of the copper? I told you guys, get you a copper mug. See, y'all don't like to listen to Siren and do what Siren be telling y'all to do until the last. Oh God, Siren, I don't understand. Why are we keeping the copper? Remember, copper is in your body. Okay? So remember, I always tell you, if you want to know what's going on, look in your environment, see what's happening. We got war, and they're taking the copper. Okay? They want your pennies. Now, why is it that out of all the bills, why they not taking $100 bills? Why they not taking the dollar bills? Why are they still giving you bills? Why are they still giving you nickels and quarters? Why the pennies? Now you would think, God, that's just 1 cent. That was the smallest one. See, y'all thought that the dollars had the most power, but it was the pennies the whole time that have the most power. And they made you believe, you don't even pick up a penny. You will walk over a penny, but you will beat them down if you see $100 bill and they see it at the same time. Oh, y'all finna fight over who finna get that. Has no value. The pennies hold all of the power the entire time. Y'all see how they put your head? They still giving you dollars. You can go to the bank right now and get a whole bunch of dollar bills, $100 bills, $50 bills. They don't care how many you need, how many you want. But pennies, oh no. Oh no, we're not giving you any of those. We're keeping those. And y'all ask no questions. Why do we want to keep the pennies? The least one, it was only 1 cent. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because that's what they told you, that it had no value. The entire time you were circulating that energy. The entire time you were circulating all of that power and you didn't even know it. And you gave all of your attention to the dollar bill, the $5 bill, the $10 bill, the one that had zero energy, zero frequency. All it had was spells embedded on it, rituals and all of that mess embedded on it. But the one that came from nature, the one that came from the universe, from God, from source, you looked right over. You'll walk right over. Child, what it was, a penny? You'll keep it moving. but you're carrying around all of their spells in your purse. Getting up, working hard for the dollars. You know what I'm saying? So why is it that they want the pennies? Y'all have to take the time to ask that. Why are they not giving you any pennies? Now, eventually, it's going to get to the silver as well, the quarters and things of that nature. And the dollars has no value. So eventually they just going to do away with that just because they want to make it look like, oh, it was all the money. Really, we're doing away with all the money. No, they don't want to give you the minerals that you need. Okay. They don't want to give you the metals that you need. We're looking at the dime, the quarter. We're looking at silver. Okay. The pennies, we're looking at copper. What are we doing with the metals? So they want to give you fake money now. They want to give you this technology money, this money that just don't even exist. It's just a move of a number. You know what I'm saying? Now they want to give you this virtual money, this technology money, this robot money, okay, that has no value. So why are you giving us this invisible money? What are you doing with the metals? Have y'all thought about that? What are you doing with the metals? You're taking all the coins away. You're taking away all the silver. You're taking away all the copper. Now, if they're taking it from the outside, this is what I want y'all to pay attention to. If they're taking it away on your outer environment, how are they taking it away on your inner environment? I guarantee you, all of y'all got a copper deficiency. All of y'all probably anemic. Okay. All of y'all probably got some sort of, mineral deficiency somewhere. There's a depletion. It's happening on the outside. They're slowly but surely absorbing it and replacing it with technology. So do you have enough copper in your body? Okay. Do you have enough silver in your body? They're taking away all of the metals, you guys. What does that mean for us? If you haven't already, go get you a copper mug. I've been telling y'all this. You should be drinking that copper every day for like maybe a week on, a week off. It's just water in a cup, okay? You just put your water in there, and that's how you could take in some healthy copper every day. You're being depleted out here, y'all. When it comes to copper is the energy conductor. It expands the energy. It attracts that energy, right? So we have that electric energy. We have that magnetic energy. If you don't have that copper in you to conduct that energy, to push it through, then you could go sit out in the sun and won't absorb none of that vitamin D. So you want to get out there in the sun and you want to be able to take in all of that. You really, truly do. So you have to make sure that you have all of your metals, your healthy metals. You have to make sure you have all of your minerals in your body because there's a depletion. They're letting you know with what it is that they're doing. But we're too busy focused on why Diddy in jail. We're too busy focused on these files that they got coming out. We're too busy focused on this war that don't exist, allegedly. I don't know. It makes absolutely no sense. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. Okay. The war is always in him. Okay. So get some copper in your body. All right. If you don't have a copper mug already, order you one. You can go to spiritualcandies.com. We have the copper mugs right there. Okay. Get you a copper mug and drink your water. Now, there are other sources out here that I'm pretty sure have copper mugs, but sometimes the inside is made out of aluminum and it's not a full on copper mug. So you don't want to be bamboozled out here with that. All right. But you definitely want to get your copper inside of your body, you guys, because they're letting you know already we're taking the copper because allegedly, and according to Siren, I'm just saying, I believe they're going to be using these metals to fuel the technology. So they rather give it to the robot than for you to have it. So you're going to have to find a way to make sure that you have it because they're not going to give it to you in the foods. They're not going to give it to you in the drinks. They're not going to give it to you in nothing that in the air, none of that. Being depleted of all of that and is being allegedly, may possibly, I don't know, be used to fuel the technology. What technology? The technology that they think they probably gonna use to get out of here and ain't going no damn well. It's the same story over and over again. They try to get out using technology and then they blow up. And then the whole world, kabooms, and then the great flood, and then we start all over again. And they like, this time it's really going to work. It's the same story over and over and over again. But anywho, let me go prepare my copper water for tomorrow, you guys. I appreciate y'all. I wish you guys all the luck in the world. And I will be seeing you guys tomorrow because we're going to be back over here talking about love, 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 love.